The COP process and being here in Dubai is a really extraordinary event. You've got 70,000 odd people all gathered together with a single mission to pursue action on climate change.
It's clear that the COP is talking about a couple different angles. One is mitigation, second is the transformation of the energy uses and the carbons associated with it, and third is adaptation. The reality is there's opportunity in all of those, as well as an opportunity to mitigate the downside risk from this transition that we're talking about, and doing it in a just way.
Just transition is not only about technologies, it's not only about getting the emissions down, but also bringing along society so that no one is left behind. It is an extremely complex situation, and I think something that PwC, with the might of our knowledge and also our people and talent, can really help with.
I've just came from an event around women and sustainability, and I think that is incredibly important that we recognize the need to bring a diverse voice to the table so that every decision that we're making around climate action is an inclusive one.
Energy efficiency is fundamentally important. However, the challenge is many of these are small individual steps. Fitting draft excluders is not exactly a C-suite conversation. And I kind of use that to make an example compared to investing billions of dollars in a hydrogen plant. However, the small individual steps are that we need to do absolute scale. So it's hundreds of initiatives across every site to drive energy efficiency.
More than $4 trillion annually of new investments are going to be required in areas like clean energy, in areas like energy efficiency, in new forms of transportation. And of course, there's going to be no investment without financing.
It makes business common sense and just common sense for the security of people to think, how do we adapt to how the climate is changing? The reality is that adaptation has not had enough focus, it has not got enough finance, and there's a long way to go to get it firmly on the business agenda.
When one compares businesses with government, businesses are generally seen to be much more focused and much more skillful at execution. So whilst on the one hand, it is the role of government to set the policy, to set the agenda, it is really business that actually make things happen.
Coming out of COP, what's going to happen is a continuation and refinement of what's being discussed here today, and then a periodic check to make sure that we have accountability, to say, have we changed and are we changing fast enough? And what we now to make sure we do is set the stage for the next intervention, be it a G20, G7 meeting, or the next COP, to make sure that we're demonstrating to the world that we're actually making progress. So coming out of here, it's actions and impact, not the words.